Promises are golden words that are to be kept. They aren't just made to calm a situation or make someone feel good for a temporary moment. Rather, a promise is a sign of loyalty and effort one decides to put into a relationship. A kept promise shows one's integrity and character. Promises made in the air that are later broken can end up hurting the person involved by breaking their heart and trust. As easy as it is to make a promise, it's easier to break it and destroy the person's trust along with it. While some people make sure they do everything required to keep their word, others make a promise knowing well enough that they won't be able to keep up with it. Be it small promises or bigger commitments, a broken vow can crush someone's faith and bring a lot of insecurity and negative emotions to the surface. Some zodiac signs are known for their untrustworthy, unreliable characteristic of making false promises. Whether it's because of the way their stars are aligned or the way they perceive promises, some zodiac signs have a bad reputation following through a commitment. Here is a list of 4 zodiac signs that make empty promises. Number 1. Libra. The people pleasers are known to be yes men when it comes to agreeing to anything and everything someone tells them, as they believe people will hate them if they say anything against someone's will. In the process, they lose their own self-virtue and end up agreeing to things they know they won't be able to follow through on. This often gets them into trouble, as when they don't end up following through to promises, they end up losing the respect in the eyes of their closest ones. In the process of being a people pleaser, Libra makes people lose trust in them, and their words end up having little to no value to others. People eventually lose all trust in them, as their inability to say no can make them seem like a total wreck when it comes to being fragile with people's credence. Number 2. Sagittarius. The careless Sagittarius often makes promises that don't follow with actions. They often get caught up with the internal or personal drama that makes them forget their own words. Their weak memory adds to their inadequacy of keeping promises, as they have a habit of forgetting conversations. They can be a bit self-centered and would blame their own problems for not keeping up to their words. Sagittarius is known to be carefree, so much so that they can come off as dismissing others' feelings and being in their own head about things. Relying on a Sagittarius to add weight to their own words is never a good idea. Number 3. Aquarius. Complicated Aquarius can seem almost like a complex puzzle that cannot be easily solved or understood even to their closest ones. Aquarius, known as a manipulative zodiac sign, is known to use promises to get something done in their favor. They're inconsistent and often detached, which is why they might not even flinch if someone feels hurt due to their empty promise. They're known to be unreliable, distant, and neglectful due to their vain promises and weightless words. Aquarius often keeps their needs first and gets away with explaining why they did so, using blame as well as tampering with the truth in their favor as their weapons. They often just make promises just so that people hang on to them and their close ones don't leave them. Their behavior calls for deeper trouble when their loved ones feel hurt when they realize their actions don't match their words. And number 4, Pisces. A zodiac sign that's known to function from more of an internal space than external, Pisces often get lost in their own world, away from all the hustle-bustle of their daily life. They often turn away from the world and turn inwards to escape the daily mundanes and get caught up in the process. This makes them seem indifferent and disconnected from the rest of the world, especially their loved ones. So if Pisces promises a follow-through with a close one, more often than not, they aren't going to stick up to their promise. This often makes them seem egoistic, ignorant, and aloof. Their promises are up in the air and cannot be taken seriously.